Hi there, welcome to Ask Amanda. Now today's video is actually inspired by two people. Nick Henry, who asked on Twitter, what are the most protein-rich foods? And also Makeup with Kate asked, is protein just for bodybuilders? Great question. So let's talk about what protein is, how it affects the body, and what are the best sources of protein. All right, let's talk about the geeky sciencey bit first. Protein is made up of long chains of amino acids, which are also known as the building blocks for life. So think of each amino as a different color of Lego block. Some are more important for things such as skin regeneration, others for things like hair growth, and others for things like muscle and joint repair. Now, some Lego blocks can be made by the body, but unfortunately others cannot. So the ones that can't are called essential amino acids, meaning that you have to get them from your food. It's essential. So put simply, every meal should include at least some protein. I'm sure you've heard that before. Now, your most basic and readily available sources of protein would be things like fish and chicken, meat and eggs. And of course, there's vegetarian and vegan, which we'll get to in a second. Now, let's talk about the significance of eating protein after workout. So when you eat, it's kind of key actually. When you're starting even a modest workout, your muscles and your joints are going to undergo an awful battering, right? So when that happens, we get micro tears. Now, these have to be repaired. So in order to repair them, we need to increase our intake of protein. Remember the building blocks for life? Overall, makes sense that the more exercise you do, the more protein you need, because that's the key to a long, lean look. It makes sense. Research has also showed that if you up the amount of protein in your diet, it can actually increase the rate at which the body burns fat. So that's a win-win situation all around. Now, what if you're vegan or vegetarian? Well, there are plenty of sources of protein, such as eggs, legumes, things like lentils, chickpeas, beans. Quinoa is fantastic, tempeh, spirulina, interestingly. Tofu, but soy in small doses. I'll get to that in another video. And then also hemp seeds are fantastic. But just bear in mind though that none of those on their own that I just mentioned has all of the essential amino acids that you would find in meat or fish. So you're probably going to have to combine the sources. So maybe take some leafy greens and put them with pulses, or get some quinoa and chop up some tofu, stick that in there. But remember also the plus side to vegetarian diets is that they are probably a little bit healthier when compared to meat eaters. So we'll talk about that in another video as well. And lastly, I just want to talk about protein shakes, because people always ask what they're for and when do I have them. After a workout, it's a convenient and speedy way to rebuild those micro tears I talked about when your muscles need to repair and become lean. However, a lot of those powders do contain unhealthy sweeteners, so I'm not a fan of those at all. And also whey protein is dairy, so if you're intolerant, then stay away from whey. So I reckon if you're going to have them, have some vegan protein powder. But just remember, it's a quick, easy way to rebuild the micro tears. Personally, I think if you can, eat, not drink your protein. So that's my lowdown on protein. I hope you got to grips with it. If you did, please don't forget to share with your friends, like it and comment below. Subscribe if you are interested in more videos like this, and please tweet me. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your questions. At ByramBod, I could feature you on a future video. So I'll see you again soon. And in the meantime, all of the information is in the description box. You stay healthy. See you soon. Bye. Caffeine is a stimulant, and we all know what stimulants do, right? They stimulate us. They artificially increase your body's metabolism, and the effects are pretty immediate, like those moments that you have after your morning cup.